Jai Shri Bhagwan. How to have positive thoughts?
Yes, so this is something very important because once you start managing to get positive thoughts, your entire life would change. People do suffer because of all kinds of wrong thoughts and negative thoughts. But once your thoughts become positive, naturally flowing into you, then everything would change in terms of health, wealth, relationship, whatever you are doing, everything would become positive and would raise your levels of consciousness. Life would not be the same again. So you have to get these positive thoughts inside you. Now, how do you get these positive thoughts inside you and avoid the negative ones? And those thoughts which could lead to failure, they should not come in. Now, how to change all this? So the one tool, the most important tool, is the practice of inner integrity. This is one of the most powerful teachings in the Dharma and practiced by thousands of people all over the world with a dramatic effect. Those who understood this correctly and have put it into practice, their lives are no more the same. People who would have died live alive, are alive now. The health is dramatically improved. People who had no hopes of making money have become millionaires in many countries at many levels. And people are living states of consciousness they never dreamt of. This inner integrity is the key thing. Now, one of the things which has given me great satisfaction is the practice of inner integrity by our devotees. I have met rural women, old women, who have correctly understood inner integrity and whose lives have got changed. And not just old women, young rural women, you would hardly think can understand all this, have a tremendous understanding of this, and their lives have changed. In every case, their lives have changed. And you'd be surprised to know that I once happened to meet a vegetable vendor and a professor, a famous college. So I asked them, what is it you people keep discussing? They said, we discuss inner integrity. That gave me tremendous joy. A vegetable vendor and a professor discussing inner integrity. So I asked the professor, what did you learn from her? Then he said, I actually got the inner hang of inner integrity by talking to this vegetable vendor. So this vegetable vendor came for my darshan. She came like a vegetable vendor, and I was told that she's a vegetable vendor. So I called the dasa and told, please make it free for this lady whenever she wants the darshan. Let her not pay any charges because she's a vegetable vendor. And this lady said, well, I don't need any free darshans. I have enough money to pay for it. And when she told me the amount she earning, I was astonished. It was more than a software engineer. And she said, and I live in a 3-storied house. I said, my God, you're a vegetable vendor. She said, yes, but then I practice inner integrity. And then all things changed to me. It's a long story, so we won't go to that. Now she lives in a 3-storied building, big building, but the vegetable business is continuing and she makes a lot of money. And so clear she is about this inner integrity that the professor goes and discusses this with her, who himself is now a very wonderful state. And then once I also met a female gunda-like person. A gunda is a terrible gunda. She is known for beating up policemen. So you could imagine that. That was the gunda she was. And today, she was a transformed person and financially very strong. That's none of those terrible things she was doing. And I told her, I would like to see your husband. And she brought the husband. And the husband said, yes, Bhagwan, living with her was very difficult. And she's also stronger than her husband. Something occurred in me, and I told her asked him, does your wife beat you up? So he said, yes, Bhagavan, she used to beat me up. As you can see, she's so strong. And he actually gave me a demonstration of how she beat him up. Like some kind of a boxing champion, she was beating up the husband, and the husband was too terrified. So you have seen cases of men beating women, but I've seen some cases of women beating men, thrashing them, This was one such case. And he said, all that has stopped after she came for your programs. She is no more the same, and there are many women like this who are so totally different. They have stopped husband beating, and they become very gentle and soft. Then I asked her, it looks like you are famous, and what is it you're famous for? She said, I am very famous for my prayers. Then I asked her, give me some examples. She said, my prayers are very strong as a result of my practicing inner integrity. I was quite astonished. So I asked her, can you give me an example? Then she said, one lady came up to her and told her, it seems, I forget the name. Please, even though I won't tell you the name, I know your prayers are very powerful. I'm building a house now. I'm stuck with money. So I've come to you to pray for me to get enough money to complete my building. This lady said, I will do. She went away. Meanwhile, she has become very famous in praying for others. So she went there to Amma Bhagwan and told, this lady has come and asked me to pray for her. I have no feelings for her. I have no love for her. I care a damn whether she gets money or not. That is the truth, Bhagwan. This is her inner integrity. But I have a great reputation now that my prayers are answered. Now, if you fail to help her, my reputation will go away. So I want to, Bhagwan, be famous for my prayers. I want people to respect me. So I want all this. If you fail in helping her, I would be suffering. But I myself don't have any love for her. I actually care a damn what happens to her. So this is how I prayed. And within 24 hours, the money got arranged for that lady. So at her level, who bashes up policemen, she used to make this illegal kind of arak, So that was her idea of inner integrity, correct understanding. And so whenever she prayed, people had miracles. So the professor was noticing all this, and then he began to use it in his own way. And I met a lot of other women. Mostly I met women, though some men also, and that too many from the rural area. That surprised me. On the one hand, I'm seeing Gunda kind of people, then I'm seeing village people, old people, poor people. They're all able to get a hang of this inner integrity. That has been a source of great joy for me. And now, of course, today you can't recognize them because they become polished and they become wealthy. People go to them and they become like small gurus, and their lives have changed. Their husbands have changed, their children have changed, everything has changed about them. You would not know that this was their past. So that is the power of inner integrity. But however, to help you understand this, if you understand how, you must learn to observe yourself. First become conscious and then become aware. The first step is to become conscious of yourself and then becoming aware of yourself. What is there to be conscious or to be aware of? Basically, some 3 items, that's all. So one is, you have to see how everything yourself is involved. Everything that you do, yourself is involved. Just see that, that's all. You should not say it is wrong, you should not condemn it. That kind of thing, it's lost. It is there. The truth is, it is there. The self is everywhere. Try and see. Whatever you do, the self is there. You just see that, that's all. That is inner integrity, seeing what's happening inside. In everything, the self is involved. And the other thing is, you're constantly playing ego games. That you must become aware of. First conscious, then aware of. What are ego games? Basically, those 6 games, simple games, 6 games. You want to dominate somebody. That's one of the games you play. And the second game is, if somebody is dominating you, you refuse to be dominated. That you can see very clearly. And the third thing is, always you'll argue for your point of view. I'm right, I'm right, I'm right. But the third game you have to play, you can see that happening inside you. And the fourth is, you're wrong, somehow trying to put the other person, he's wrong. That game also you play. Then all the time, the self and the ego are fighting for survival. The survival instinct is very, very strong. So they are fighting for survival. And then the last game is you will do a cover up. You'll do something wrong, but say something and cover up. Keep on trying to cover up things. You would have said something wrong, instead of accepting it, you would say, no, that happened, this happened, you understood it this way, that way, all kinds of stories you will tell. And one extra thing is what we call the real problem and the created problem. Most of your problems are created problems. So the real problem is one thing which you refuse to see, which could possibly be any of these games itself. But then you will create something, some story you will create. And that itself becomes the problem in due course. That's called the created problem. Because of paucity of time, I will not be going very deep into those things. So we have talked about these things earlier also. So all the times you'll be creating problems. You might have done some mistake, something wrong happened, and then you have to, your wife will be questioning you on that. You'll be creating some kind of story you'll be creating as to show that nothing was wrong, you did no mistake. That is, you might have purchased some unwanted thing, unnecessary, unwanted thing you might have purchased. And your wife was to realize, yes, he has wasted the money there. Let us say you purchase some unnecessarily some car, which you do not need a car. You would have purchased a car. And your wife is questioning, you say, no, don't worry about it. Tomorrow I intend to drive it as a taxi, make some money in that. All kinds of stories you'll be creating. And your wife full well knows they're all lies. But she'll put up with it. So a lot of people spend this kind of games, So if you look into these ego games, and this last one, the real problem is the created problem, and the self all the time getting involved. Nothing to do about it. Just becoming conscious, just becoming aware. It does not mean going and telling somebody, look, I'm a crook, I'm this, I want to be authentic. No, that's not it we're talking. We're only saying looking into yourself what is happening. The rest is magic, sheer magic. All the teachings you would understand very clearly. The Dikshas would be received powerfully, and miracles would be happening almost every day. It will be happening. Your entire life would get transformed. That is, it becomes positive. So these teachings we have given you, many of you have got a hang of this. So hang on to that now. Now, especially that we are going to step up the power. Those who are doing it, continue to do it. And those who have not done it, please start doing it. Because as we unleash more power, you'll be able to receive it. Those who practice inner integrity would receive the maximum. So I wish all of you start practicing it.